Let me build up the stacks. I'm gonna do crazy damage. Let me get the stacks and watch me tank everything. I have to keep firing to keep the stacks active. Am I getting any stacks? Where the f are my stacks? Are you tired of managing your stacks on the builds all the time? Like without that you can't even do any damage or survive in some cases. But what if I tell you there is a build you can use where you don't have to rely on any stacks whatsoever? You just point and shoot and things just disappears. Or should I say the catchphrase, melt. Yes, melt them. But also at the same time you survive. Yes, I know, it sounds too good to be true. So let me show you the build and how easy it is to actually use this build. And also, you can use the build as it is whether you're playing in a group or you're playing solo. No changes required. So let me show you. Now, before I show you the build, I actually want to talk about the specialization first. So I'm choosing gunner specialization here because mainly you get 10% armor on kill, which is always nice. You also get 10% of weapon handling from it by just standing still for a second. So that's very handy. You also get extra large power jump magazine for your LMGs. Then also you get, faster reload. You get more rate of fire. You get ammo regeneration for you. You get bonus armor whenever you armor kit. Overall, it's a nice specialization to have. So that's why I'm using it. Now, as for the weapons, well, I have the Lexington over here as well as the Pestilence. I use them both. They're both are my main weapons. I do swap them around. Depends on how the fight is going. And you should too. You should not just rely on just one weapon. You should always have another weapon that will help you in a certain situation. Like, for example, the Pestilence helps me take down, enemy skills or any enemies that are staying in cover because of the Plague of the Outcast ticks. Like I can destroy enemy support stations, skills, warhounds or mini tanks or whatever those things. I can take them with this like millions and millions of tick and multiple of them. So it does the job. It is my favorite LMG in the game. I do like using it a lot, especially after they increase the RPM. It feels amazing to use it. If you haven't tried it already, do that. You're gonna love it. Now, if you have any other choices like different weapons to use, you can absolutely do that. But since I love the Pestilence, I'm gonna stay with that. Now, for the Lexington, well, it is an amazing weapon. If you don't have it still yet, if you don't have it, like they gave it a lot, but if you still don't have it, you can use Carbon 7 or you can use Police M4. These two will feel amazing to use, no recoil basically, and it performs significantly well, just like obviously the Lexington, but Lexington will perform a bit better. And keep that in mind, my weapon expertise is 25%, so I am getting that extra weapon damage. If your expertise is lower, obviously you're going to see lower damage numbers. So yeah, that is very important. Like this matters, okay? Now for the talent, I went with Strained because it doesn't have a condition, to be honest. You just crit, it gives you crit damage. Simple as that. It works on normal red enemy, it works on a elite enemy, it works on a boss. Like it always gonna work. There is no kill condition for something like killer, for example. You need to get a kill to get that active, and it only stays for 10 seconds. So that means you need to get another kill within 10 seconds, and you have to get a crit kill for it to be active, not just any kill, a crit kill. Now you can also use Preservation as well. This one will heal you a lot. I do use it. Sometimes I do. It gives me a good amount of healing. You can also use Streamline if you don't use any skills, which honestly I doubt that. Or you can use Flatline if you're planning to use on Pulse. You can use Flatline. It will do a bit more damage than Strained, but stay with Strained because again, it's a very simple talent. So that's basically my weapons. Now, as for the build, well, this is the build over here. As you can see, this is a very simple build to make. Like most of them are high-end items. I'm pretty sure some of the pieces you already have it by now. Like let's start with the mask over here. You can see I have the Steelwork mask over here, which gives us 10% of armor on kill. Now, since we have Gunner specialization, this is actually 20% of armor on kill. Now, we have Blue Core armor over here. We do have crit chance, crit damage, and a crit damage mod. Now, you can actually get more damage out of the mask if you choose something like the Fenris mask. So that will give you, assault rifle damage 10%. So you could absolutely use that. Or you can use something like the Hollow Man mask as well. This will give you that 14% of health damage. This is important for enemies that doesn't have an armor bar. Like, for example, Razorback from the Dark Hours raid. You can use this to get even more damage out of it. You can do that. Now, for the chest piece, obviously, I'm going to be using the Unit Alloys chest piece, which is the Equalizer. This named chest piece will give you that perfect obliterate talent, so it's a bit better than normal obliterate, so a bit more damage there. I do have weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage mod. I am still out of resources. I really need to work on that because I'm making a lot of builds, so yeah, I'm lacking on that. Apologies for that. Now for the holster, obviously it's going to be a salvo as well because I mean, you know, unit ally second piece, so we do get that 20% of assault rifle damage. We have weapon damage, rate of fire, crit chance here. So 10% rate of fire. You know, we have assault rifle damage going on, perfectly trade. Yeah, it is already a really, really good setup going on over there, as you can see. Now for the knee pads, we're going to be using the Fox Sprayer because, I mean, damage to target out of cover is damage to target out of cover, let's be honest. So it's going to be hard to beat this one. So we have crit damage here, absolutely going to use the Fox Sprayer. Now for the gloves, obviously it's going to be over dogs because, I mean, it does crazy damage, you know, amplified damage. You don't have to worry about all these tiers, just put it on, it'll be fine. Just use it. Now if you don't have these gloves, you can use something like the Contractor's gloves. You can absolutely use this. If you want more magazine, you can use Eagle's Grasp. This will give you more weapon handling, you know, you give you a little bit more magazine, so yeah, you could use it. If you're using St. Elmo's engine, this will give you like, I believe 80 rounds mag. I'm pretty sure about that, yeah, so that will be nice as well. Now for the backpack, I chose a Grupo here, which is going to give us crit damage as a first piece set bonus, 13%. We have weapon damage, crit chance, and a crit damage mod, and the Bloodsucker talent. Now this will make sure we have tons of bonus armor. And it doesn't care if you're using an all red build or not. It will always going to give you a crazy amount of bonus armor. Okay, you can keep on stacking up. And the good thing about the Bloodsucker is it remembers what your stack is. So once the armor goes away, like you took a lot of damage, the enemy took your blue armor. If you get another kill, it'll be back to where it was, or even more actually. So that's the good thing about Bloodsucker. Now, if you want more damage, you can absolutely get more damage. You want more damage, you can change it to Vigilance. That will be crazy. I know, Vigilance is insane. If you're playing solo, then you can use Unstoppable Force. That will be really sweet as well. But I would just stay with the Bloodsucker, you know, for that bonus armor, which is always handy. So that's pretty much the build over here. I am also using the drone. Like the healing drone, so that is you know, kind of giving a little bit of healing there. We do have Bloodsucker for that bonus armor. We have the damage, we got the you know, armor on kill. You can also use, like I said, preservation for even more healing, but honestly, don't do that. I mean, if you're solo, you can absolutely do it, but you can just take this build in a group. You know, you'll do absolutely fine. You can also play solo, you'll be absolutely fine as well. But if you want, you can make those changes that I just mentioned to get a bit more damage out of it. Now, if I show you my stats here, you can see my crit chance is really high. I can get it to 55% if I optimize my, you know, chest piece crit chance. The crit damage is also really good. It'll get higher from the strain talent as well when it gets active. For the defensive stats, we do have 20% of armor and kill. So that we do have plenty of survivability. Like we do have the bonus armor from Bloodsucker. We do get that 20% armor and kill, like I said, and the healing drone there on top of that. So plenty of survivability there. If you want more healing, you can change the weapon talent to preservation to get more healing. But to be honest, just stay the way I showed you. You know, it'll do the job. You can point and shoot, get the kills, get the heals and all that. You don't have to worry about any stacks whatsoever. Just point and shoot. It's that simple. So give it a go. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Leave a like if you like the build. And of course, subscribe if you want. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.